10/14/2024. We're in the Wei Liaozi, Second Teachings for the Troops, verse 7. When inciting the army, you must inspect the balance of authority between the domestic and the foreign. Plan whether or not to leave for a campaign accordingly. See whether the troops are prepared or lacking, and whether they have an excess of food or not enough. Compare the routes for leaving and entering, after which you can raise the troops and attack until chaos ensues. Only then can you cross the borders of the enemy with certainty. Verse 8. If the territory is large but the cities are small, you must first take their land. If the cities are large but the land is narrow, you must first attack the city walls. If the land is expansive but the people few, then seize their strategic passes. If the land is narrow and the people come in masses, then build great mounds to watch over them. Do not harm their profits and do not upset their seasons. Be open with their government and regulate their occupations. If you save them from ruin, you can apply such methods all over the world. So this is just about occupying other territories, depending on the way that the land is shaped, the city is shaped, if it is large or small, and then strategically assessing the situation is verse 7 about when you start out with the army, make sure to do your inspections before you leave for the campaign. Make sure you are prepared, see where your troops are lacking, and then compare the routes for leaving and entering, and then attack until chaos ensues. Okay, and then you can cross the borders of the enemy with certainty. And so this is just all very interesting in the sense of it is like art of war-esque of assess the battlefield, assess the situation, assess the terrain, and then make the adjustments from there, right? You cannot do certain things until other things have begun, right? You have to prepare the army, you have to check the rations, but then you have to go to the city and what kind of terrain is it, and send the scouts, and all of that, wrapped up into 2 paragraphs versus the complexity of what that situation actually entails as far as teachings for the troops goes is pretty complex, but reminds us that everything that we do is a battle, and every step in life that we take does have its own little complexities to it.